Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. How is everyone feeling? Because today is the big day, and we've been talking about this, and astrologers, healers, so many spiritual people have been talking about today. And I will get into it why astrologers, and we've all been talking about this specific eclipse. I mean, we've all survived and we've lived through so many eclipses in our lives but why is this important? Before I start, first of all, of course, I'm going to allow some time for the chat for people to come in. I'm going to say, of course, hello to the chat, to my two mods who are here today. Hi, Gabby. You know her as Sarah Bay from Paris. Bonjour. Hello. And of course, Isa is here. I love how international we are. Isa is in Sweden. She's Swedish. And Gabby is in Paris. So I love this. And I'm located in Greece. So we're very European. FemmeTarot is very European. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gabby. I wish you well. It is the weather as well. And I'll get to that because I've been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people have been noticing the same patterns happening in the last few months, but especially the last month, I'm going to say, pretty much before the solar eclipse that we had on the 21st of April. Before I go on, just a reminder that if you want to book a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or just a 30-minute tarot reading with me, you can head on over to my website. You can check out there what services I offer and the fees, and you can also use the form to book a reading with me. Also, a reminder that I do have a crystal shop. It is a boutique crystal shop, but I only source ethically sourced crystals and high-grade crystals from all over the world directly from the source. So if you want good crystals for your collection or to work with or for healing or any way that you use your crystals, you can head on over to my shop called illuminary.com and see if you find something that you like, something that you need. All right, everyone, I'm going to check the chat again. Let's see who's in. Oh, Intergalactic Defender is here. Hello. Happy Friday. Yeah, Gabby had a reading with me. We do have readings with Gabby every 6 months or so. I'm glad it helped. I'm really glad it helped. That's the point of readings, guys. It's not just about knowing your future, because sometimes that's not necessarily going to help you in your path, right? It might even hinder your progress, your growth, your healing. Readings are very much about understanding yourself, understanding your path, and getting esoteric inner answers. It's pretty much like therapy, but I'm not comparing psychic readings, tarot readings with therapy, but the effect, how you feel after those readings is what matters, right? And how it has opened your mind, your heart, and your soul to your absolute higher purpose. Let's see if you want. Thank you very much. I also have Femme for Rescue. I do donate to, because I work and I volunteer with animal shelters here in Greece, and I always donate. But if you want to help this channel, that's a great way of doing that. It's just doing it via the rescue animals here in Greece. Hi, Cognito. How are you? How are you feeling? Danny's in the house. Hello, happy Friday. I had a reading that it was truly a blessing. Oh, I'm glad you guys. Yeah. And especially now, readings are really blessings because it will help you understand what is going on and really connect with your higher self and your guides and your angels, because it is very confusing times. We will talk about everything today. This is going to be a long live because I'm also going to be doing live short mini readings for each sign, as in what does this eclipse bring each sign. And of course, I'm going to allow for any messages to come through. It could be for someone specific, for people, specifically for people who are watching this, or it might not. But overall, anything that comes through as a message, especially when I do these live readings, they are meant for you who are watching right now, whether it is now on the live or whether it is during the replay. So before we start, I want to ask you guys, if you're the replay crew, you can comment down below. The chat will comment in the chat. How are you feeling today? The lunar eclipse happened about half an hour ago. It happened at 1:34 Eastern time. And so that was about half an hour ago. How are you guys feeling? I've got to say that I've been receiving a lot of messages yesterday and today from people I know, people I care about, people that who are my friends, relatives. Everyone right now, the last 2 days, are struggling. They are extremely tense. They've been lots of I'm going to say this. So a lot of intense things are happening in their lives. And they're feeling anxious. They are channeling that, or they're not channeling, but they're projecting that to partners, to parents, to kids, to colleagues. And I just want to remind everyone, keep calm. We'll talk about everything. We'll look into everything. And I'll tell you why we're feeling this way. There is a much bigger reason. I can see the chat that everyone's feeling anxious. Yeah, feeling tired, anxious. Absolutely. We need to prepare for the 16th of May. We'll get to that. Hi, Tiffany. Hello. Issa says I've had stomach cramps. It was a long time ago, but I had that. Okay. I had them last night too, by the way, and I haven't had them in a very long time. So hold on. Rachel says the polar opposites the past few days. Interesting. Where's your rising and where's your moon, Rachel? Because we'll talk about it. What is going on? So a lot of us, most of us, it's not just these past few days, we've been feeling very anxious. That gut feeling that something bad's going to happen, that feeling, that's the anxious feeling I'm talking about. Tired, exhaustion, sleeping a lot. And let me ask you, anyone who's watching right now, how are your sleeping patterns lately? Because I've been noticing, it's not just me. I've been noticing from anyone around me, anyone in my close proximity, let's just say, that I've been asking, or without even asking, they've been sharing, that even though we all feel extremely tired and exhausted, as soon as our head hits the pillow, it's like your eyes are shut. It's like your body's shutting down, but your mind isn't. I'm going to tell you guys that this has been a very challenging period for me. Some of you who are extremely intuitive, you're empaths, or you're, healers, psychics, you might be picking up that my energy is off the last month. It's the way that I can't really, so it's almost like I can't string a sentence properly. It's like my mind is like dotting around 5,000 different things all the time. And it's the same when I'm trying to go to sleep. It's like my mind is constantly busy. And as soon as I finally get to sleep, that's when I go straight to my higher self. I go straight to home, straight to the spirit world. And I'm constantly connecting with spirits. Some of them are my spirit teams. So it could be guides, could be protectors, angels, past deceased loved ones. It could be, I'm also picking up deceased loved ones of other people that maybe have connected in the past through readings, or, they're relatives or friends of my friends, you know, and they've just passed on. It's really fascinating. And it's almost like the universe won't stop connecting and talking to me. It's like I am constantly tuned in, and I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. So I'm really interested to see how you guys are feeling and how you guys are experiencing this. The reason we're experiencing this, and it's not just the eclipse, and I'll get to it right now, why this is so important. The reason why we're feeling this way, and I've been this way for the past month, is because it is finally happening. You've heard me talk about this a lot in the past a year and a half, maybe even two. I've been talking about this massive transition, this massive change that's happening, this ascension to higher dimensions, this us finally arriving into the new earth. Okay, what does that mean? I will have to do a whole video on that, but I will tell you really briefly what all this means. So the new earth means that we're actually starting to vibrate on higher frequencies. We're getting closer to the source. We are finally stripping off a lot of these human experiences, good or bad, especially bad, because the last few decades, okay, let's not go too far back, but at least the last decade, we're seeing the world just crumble around us. We're seeing the corruption, the gangrene, the social discord. We're just feeling all that really low vibration, that low and dark energy really take over. So what's happening now is we're finally, and this is what this eclipse, this lunar eclipse is doing. It has opened the portal. Don't be scared. Just like birth, and talking about birth, this is a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and Scorpio is very much connected to birth because it is the sign of death and rebirth. It is the sign of transformation. It is the sign of spirituality and mysticism. Anything that lies beneath, it's hidden underneath the surface. This is what Scorpio represents. And of course, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto right now is in Aquarius. This hasn't happened in modern history. So astrologers, we're all a little bit baffled as to what this means for the collective, for society, for our world. And because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, Pluto is associated with experiences that challenge us, that push us to a very deep level, to try to find answers, as painful as it is. So what is happening now is this birth, and a birth, for any of you ladies that have given birth, you know how painful it is. It's a very painful experience. It is almost traumatic. A lot of moms have found that childbirth was traumatic, but you have to go through that pain in order for you to give life, to give birth to life. And as soon as you hold that baby in your arms, you forget about the pain. You forget about hours and hours of trying to push that baby out, or, you know, that intense pain where you're screaming and you're like, I regret every minute of this. But in the end, what you've done is you've created a life, and you hold it in your hands and you feel bliss and you feel joy and bliss. This is what's happening right now. In order for us to hold this new baby, this new earth, and for us to come out of this human cocoon and spread our wings as spiritual beings, we have to go through a time of labor, a time of pain. We have to purge and get rid of what it is that's no longer serving us, what is at the moment in time, as we are ascending, as we're transitioning, what it is that we need to work on. So this eclipse in Scorpio ruled, and again, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, is a death/rebirth. Personally, for all of us, but collectively as well. So to me, how I see it, and I've been working a lot with my guides these past few days, months even, but especially these past few days, because what you guys are feeling, I'm feeling times 100, and I'm seeing and receiving things. So what I've got to tell you is that a portal has just opened. Okay, this is it. And I told you in a previous video, in a previous live, I said that this time next year, our life will look, seem, and feel very different to what it was before, to what it is now. It's a brand new world, a brand new earth, everything. Okay. But today, a portal just opened. So everything from now on is of major significance for all of us. Personally, yes, there are going to be changes. Some are going to be welcome. Some are going to be painful. Some are going to be shocking. But it's not really shocking what this eclipse is bringing, because on the 21st of April, when we had a new moon in Aries and a solar eclipse, we already started working on ourselves, because already the energies, our guides, spirit has been guiding us and has been leading us. So between those two eclipses, it's a vortex was created, almost like, imagine like a vortex was created. And so many things that we have been feeling these past couple of weeks, and things that we have been experiencing in our own lives, are just little nuggets and little hints as to what has to be changed. I've had I do private readings. So especially lately, I've been having a lot of readings with many of you. A lot of you are here. Hi, you guys, love you. Because you are trying to understand what's going on in your life. You feel stuck, you feel blocked. A lot of you want to make a career change. Some of you want to get out of a relationship, but you don't know how. You're not sure if that's the right, thing to do, when the right time is going to be for that. And when I read all of you, I get the same thing. I've shared this with you guys in the readings. If you don't get rid of what's not serving you anymore, and you had 2 weeks between the two eclipses to pay attention, if you haven't, the universe will do it for you. And you might not be ready, and you might not like it, because it's like ripping a Band-Aid off a very hairy back or hairy hand. That's painful. Think of it that way. So this is what's going on right now. This eclipse today does affect, and just because it happens today doesn't mean it's done, okay? Because the energy of this eclipse will be strong for the next 3 days as well, because it takes some time for it to die down. This is going to be an eclipse that affects mostly the fixed signs. So we have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. But if you've got your sun and rising from 14 degrees up to 70 degrees, you're going to feel it the most. So you have to check your natal chart for that. It will mostly, mind you, I am a Scorpio moon, okay? And I have to say, unlike what most people that have Scorpio placements or Aquarius placements I know that I've spoken to, I am not at all emotional. And because everyone I know fixed sign who has fixed signs on their rising or moon have been struggling emotionally right now. The last, as I said, couple of weeks, but especially this week. I haven't. And I thought, why not? Like, I'm an Aquarius. I've got my moon in Scorpio. I mean, I was literally just waiting for something huge to happen. It will. It will. Not today. But, and then I spoke to my guides and I did some shadow work and I realized why. Because people like me, people like you, because a lot of you who do watch this channel, you're very spiritual, you're very connected to the spiritual realm. You are light workers, you're healers, you're psychic, you're intuitives, you're sensitive. You are the ones that when you decide to come into this world, okay, to reincarnate, you are the ones who said, we are the warriors. We're here to lead the pack. We're here to lead the pack into this new earth, into this ascension. And I realized the reason why I'm not emotional is because I'm one of those warriors. I'm one of those soldiers, right? So I don't have time to be emotional. There's no time for all that crap. I've got to be part of these light workers, these spiritual beings, let's just say, or human beings, okay, who are here to help you guys. So we don't have time for that crap, regardless of what's going on in our personal lives. We're all struggling pretty much. We all have issues. But I'm not going to get emotional. This is not it. You know why? Because I've seen glimpses of what's coming. And mind you, if anyone tells you that they know how our life and how our world and our earth and everything's going to look like in like 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, don't believe them. None of us are being shown where we're going to end up. We're blocked from that. We should remain focused right now. We should remain focused. Share knowledge, help guide you, help you purge a lot of trauma, work on karma, work on past life karma and trauma. That's where our focus should be right now. You've been also seeing that, noticing that, and I've been seeing this as well, that banks right now, and if you look at the mainstream media, they don't really talk about it. That's why don't trust the mainstream media. Don't trust anything that they're serving you, anything that is out there, it's mainstream, it's commercial. Don't. This is just, they're just throwing ash in our eyes. They're not even telling us what's happening out there. There is an economic crisis, a huge one, which they are not really broadcasting. Banks are suffering, but this is good, you guys. And I will explain why as well. Scorpio is opposing Taurus, mind you. So, and then we've got Jupiter, who is the planet of expansion, entering Taurus on May 16th. You know, when was the last time we had these planetary alignments, including these eclipses? That was in 1929 when the American stock market crashed. When there was a big crash. And I'm not saying that they're exactly very similar, though, very similar energies. Of course, different times now, but I'm just saying the material goods around us, the ones that we rely on so much, money, cars, electronics, anything that we rely on is now coming. We're coming to an era where we'll realize that we don't need these things. We don't need these material goods to create a happy, harmonious, beautiful world around us. A world of peace, a world of kindness, a world of acceptance. And we're going to find this out the hard way. This is what I was talking about, ripping the Band-Aid from a hairy back or a hairy hand or a hairy leg. It's going to sting at first. But then we're going to realize that the world is a much better place this way, that we've got each other. We're going to start building communities and relying on each other rather than material goods and commodities. We're going to be creating for each other. We're not going to consume things that we don't need. Overconsumption. The fuel we use. Speaking of fuel, just remembered something else that I wanted to tell you. So another thing that I've noticed talking to all of you is that it's May, right? So for the Northern Hemisphere, it's springtime. It's almost summer. We're just there. Summer's right around the corner. Usually May is very warm, sunny. You know, we are out and about enjoying nature, the flowers of, blossoming, etc. But I've been noticing here where I live in Greece, where Greece is a hot country. Okay, it gets cold December, January, February, and then March is very wet, and then starting April it starts to get warmer and warmer, etc. Right now it's cold. It hasn't stopped raining 2 weeks since the new moon solar eclipse. And I've been hearing from all of you, well, most of you, that where you live, the weather patterns are odd, they're bizarre. I want to say that eclipses do influence as well the weather patterns, but what we are experiencing right now, it's not a meteorological glitch or the jet stream being blocked or whatever it is, because every 4, 6, 5 years the jet stream kind of gets blocked and changes direction, and that changes the weather patterns of that year, etc., etc. I'm not meteorologist, so I can't explain it very well, but what I can explain to you is that I have an answer for that too. What we're seeing with the weather and feeling. Gabby mentioned her sinuses. My daughter's been suffering. She's a Virgo, very sensitive to energy. She's been having migraines 3 days now. She missed school, 2 days of school, because she's feeling, and guys, I've taken her to all sorts of specialists. They can't find anything wrong with her. I knew it's energetic, but her sinuses are killing her too. She's suffering. I've been suffering. I suffered last week with my sinuses. What we're feeling is the shift. The energy is the frequency and the energy around Earth is changing. But the thing is, because we're human beings, because we have physical bodies, our bodies can't keep up with these major changes that are happening right now. So our bodies is reacting to what is going on. You've noticed people, celebrities, people let's say in your circle, people die just like that, out of the blue, no warning, no health issues, no, nothing to kind of like hint that this person might exit at some point. Why? Because these are the souls, these are the spirits that cannot go through this. They absolutely cannot. That they came in for a quickie sort of like karmic, let's say, redemption if they had to, and they're out. Those of us who are left here, we're the ones who have been called upon, and we knew this before we were born, to help our world through this. So it's very fascinating. Before I go on, I want to just see what what you guys in the chat are saying, because I can see the chat's busy. Let's see. Okay, Davina says that headache, can't eat. I'm the opposite. I haven't stopped eating, guys. I haven't oh, the other thing, speaking of eating, so when we have a full moon, you noticed that usually we feel very bloated around full moons. So we know that if you're pregnant and you're towards the end of your pregnancy, that it is quite common for pregnant women to give birth around the full moon. I did twice. So and if you have a midwife, or if you have a doctor who is more like spiritual and in tune with astrology and everything else, they'll tell you straight off the bat. They're like, when's your due date? Okay, let's check the calendar. When's the full moon around your due date? Well, that's when I think you're going to give birth. The full moon, what it does, it brings things into completion. So, and I haven't stopped eating for 2 weeks. Like, I snack at midnight, which is not healthy. But I just feel, and I'm not even hungry. It's just, I don't know. I guess, I said I'm not emotional, although I feel like I should have been, or I should be. I feel I'm just being an emotional eater right now, just eating my feelings away, or my emotions. Vivid dreams, I couldn't sleep. It's crazy. The dreams, less other than issue. Okay, good. Let's see. East step of Mercedes, and the last card was the death card, of course. Well, you've got Pluto. Pluto, that's it. Doesn't mean death. Death card in tarot is a good card. It doesn't literally mean death. Okay, there are other cards for that. But death card just means it's the Pluto effect. It's the Scorpio effect. Door's going to be shut. So you will have to open a different door and explore something new that will help you. Happy Friday, JF. So painful. I know. But guys, bear with this. Coming in, I can't keep up with what I'm seeing. Right. I'll tell you a little tip of what I did, because it's just too overwhelming when I'm asleep these days. So what I do is, in the morning when the kids go, are off to school, I go back to sleep for 1 hour, because 1 hour is enough for me to go into REM and to go into deep sleep, travel to the other side, connect with my higher self, and see what's going on. 1 hour. And as soon as I wake up, and those dreams are so vivid, I wake up and I write them down in my spiritual journal. Everything that they share with me, everything. I would suggest you guys do that too, if you can, obviously. But if you can't, let's say you normally wake up at 7 in the morning, then set your alarm at 5, get up, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just enough time for your brain to wake up, but not enough, not 100%, and then go back to sleep. Set your alarm again, 45 minutes, 1 hour. When you wake up, write down your dreams. No. It's retrograde. Retrograde is until the 15th. But what most astrologers forget to remind you is that even though Mercury is retrograde until the 15th, we've got another 6 days of retrograde, and retrograde is powerful, absolutely powerful, as Mercury is trying to pick up speed. So no, now is not a good time. I would suggest after the 21st of May for you to sign, if you can. Now is not the time for surgery. If you want to go in for cosmetic surgery or elective surgery, I would postpone. I wouldn't do it right now with eclipse and Mercury retrograde. Absolutely not. If you're moving houses, if you can postpone and reschedule, great. If not, then fine. But be prepared that you might go through some mishaps, let's just say. Yeah, the universe has been removing people. Absolutely. Let's see what you guys are saying. Sweden is also very cold in May. Yeah, I'm telling you. First day of no rain. That's what we thought yesterday. And there are thunderstorms again today. I can't. It's just a lot. Yeah, I heard about Spain, Isa. Spain is having a crazy, massive heat wave right now. I mean, like it's really hot. They've also got a problem with water supply because it hasn't rained. It's so dry. It's just it's like I have been drinking. It's all that energy. It's all the frequencies that you guys are feeling. A neck pain. See, everyone in the chat are saying the same thing. You're all saying the same thing. Sleeping is a pain. Is the trouble sleeping? Guys, my husband, he's not spiritual. He's an Aquarius and he's rising is Capricorn and his moon is Taurus. Do you need any more earth in that chart? Right? And he's been saying he noticed it himself. He said it he told me what he was feeling. He was asking me questions, if this is energetic, etc. And I was like, see. And usually he's not like, he listens, he respects what I do and things that I say, but he's not, he's very structured. He needs to debunk everything. He needs facts. He's a pain sometimes. Aren't most husbands? So let's see. My son's turning 21 on the 17th. 17th, that's my son's birthday. Little Taurus. Try hard to speak with him, but he's still scared. Oh. My son, who's a Taurus too, on the 17th, he, especially when he was younger, he constantly talking to shadow people and spirits and stuff, and it freaked him out. It completely freaked him out. And I've told you that he's got alopecia, right? So he, at some point, he lost 80% of his hair. Luckily now it's gone back. You know why? I want to give a shout out to Kempire as well in public. Kempire has been doing Reiki and learning, and he's really good at it. I'm really proud of him. And he's been doing a lot of Reiki on my son. He's been sending that energy and it's been working. So shout out, Kemp. Love you. Thank you. My little, well, Kempire is a Taurus, so he has also a soft spot for his little Taurus brother. But the reason why I'm sending back to you, TJ, regarding your son. So he's 21, so he's old enough. But here's the thing, me too. When I turned 21, I was a nut job. Like I was just completely ignoring everything spiritual that was happening around me. And I was blocking it, and I was fighting with myself, and I was just, giving all sorts of excuses to myself. Give him time. He has to figure it out. Give your son some time regarding that. Let's see. Right. So, oh my God, there's so many. I want to go through them, you guys. I don't want to miss anything important. If you've got questions, just add a capital Q in the chat so I don't miss it. I've been sick since, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I can't hear out of my right ear. The meds haven't. I'm so sorry, Michelle. Really? All right. So, you know what? I'm going to do a little energetic cleansing for you, Michelle. Something's up. I can scan, but we'll talk later, Michelle. I'll see what I can do about that. Davinian, oh, all right, good. He'll be happy to see that. He watches my lives, by the way. He's a lurker. Dream 3 nights, nightmare, I'm up and can't sleep. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Right. Yeah. Kempire is a sweetheart, and I'm not sure he's seeing this right now because he's traveling. But yeah, he's in my heart. He's solid guy. Absolutely. So anyone who watches Kempire, his channel, what you see is what you get. He is a genuine, authentic, good guy. I've known Kempire 2.5 years. We've You know, we're so close, we're such good friends. And I've got to say, like, you know, typical Taurus, I also birthed a Taurus, I have a little boy, you know, it's hard for Tauruses to bring people into their lives. You know, they're very private, and they always have this, they build this wall around them because they are, regardless of what people think, they are sensitive souls. Okay, they just don't show it. They don't shout it out to the world. And so once you're in. Like, they're 100% loyal, and they'll do anything for you. So that's it for Tauruses. So sweet, funny, and genuine. He's absolutely genuine. You know, there's so many content creators out there, and so many people, and I'm not saying that they're not. It's just that it's the connection that you have with someone. And obviously, I always knew that this guy is solid. He's good. Oh, there you go. Found me through Campfire. He's very special. I agree. You will definitely see Campfire again here at some point, or on his channel. But this summer, you will see us together in the same space. So summer's going to be fun. Right. Enough about that. Right. Let me look at my notes and see what I've missed. So I've talked about that. So yeah, let's talk about Jupiter now in Taurus, and then I'll get to your questions, and then we'll do live readings for all the signs. So as I said, Mercury is retrograde right now. Do not sign, do not buy, do not be very mindful of your words. It's very tense. Be very careful when you're driving. You know, if you're going on a road trip, triple check your tires. Just generally be extra cautious before you do anything. Even with like lives. Remember a couple of 10 days ago, I did a members live, and then suddenly everything went black out, and I was offline for like 6 minutes. Luckily, members stuck around and waited, but that's so typical of Mercury retrograde. So expect the unexpected generally. So Mars is retrograde, but generally keep in mind that even though it goes direct on the 15th of May, I would wait before you do anything major, sign anything, or you come to an agreement, not before the 21st of May. Now let's talk about Jupiter in Taurus. That's on the 16th of May. Now, Jupiter, usually Jupiter, and when it enters a sign, it stays there for about a year. So not a sign. When Jupiter enters a sign, it stays there for about a year. So it gets nice and comfortable. And it will get very comfortable with Taurus when it goes in. So when Jupiter enters Taurus, so let's talk about Taurus. What does Taurus represent? What is Taurus? Taurus, it's all about comfort, your surroundings, anything that makes your life more beautiful, more comfortable, more luxurious. It also represents like properties, the real estate, stock market, banks, money, finances. Let's see what else. It's all about the greater appreciation of anything sensual, beautiful, food. It also really represents anything that has to do with food, which we might see maybe issues with, like farmers might have issues with their crops, or it could be that that summer is very, very dry, and that has a negative or bad repercussion to crops, etc. Food shortages as well. For some reason, I heard milk. Okay, I heard milk and dairy. I feel that this summer there might be something around cows. Okay, Yeah, around cows and around sort of like having not having enough milk or dairy, or the price is going up. This just came through literally. So another thing that Jupiter, that Taurus represents or rules over, is new approach to relationships and personal growth. Now, what does Jupiter represent? Okay, because that's the important thing. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's just like a clear quartz. Do you have a clear quartz here? No. It's just like a clear quartz. A clear quartz is the amplifier, right? It is the crystal that you use to amplify energies. I'm holding the wrong crystal. I don't know why I picked this one. Jupiter pretty much is the rose quartz of planet, the clear quartz of planets, because it amplifies, it expands, it takes something and it pumps it up. That's what Jupiter does. That's why it's also known as the planet of, he brings abundance, and he rewards, and he brings gifts, and he brings luck. But at the same time, it brings growth. But depending on the aspects of Jupiter, Jupiter can also have negative effects. Okay. And this specifically in May, as we enter June, we're going to see shakeups, stock markets, real estate, banks, relationships, your own relationships or relationships, celebrity relationships. Okay. This just in from Spirit. Oh, what happened to my voice? Tomorrow is the coronation of King Charles, a big, massive historical event. And unfortunately, it's happening during the eclipse. Now, I've shared this with some people, and I've said I don't have a good feeling about how this coronation is going to go, because also Jupiter rules kings, okay, prime ministers, presidents. So, and because the Jupiter energy is already working, even though Jupiter hasn't entered Taurus, it's flirting with it. He's like, okay, let's flirt with Taurus, because that's where that's where I'm going to be for another year. So I need to see the good side of Taurus. So expect something big to happen the next few days. I don't have a good feeling about tomorrow. I hope everything goes well, but I'm just sharing what I'm getting through. Hope I'm wrong. And I'm just trying to think what else is coming through. I've said this before, but I also feel that in June we might have some kind of news regarding a President Biden. For some reason, I keep getting something about Biden in June. Putin, because I've said this before, guys. A lot of endings. A lot of endings are coming. A lot of endings, and a lot of these people that have been in positions of power, but have been working against the collective and against the light, and they've been working the shadows, they're all coming to the light. Something else, I posted on Instagram today. The World Health Organization declared that COVID is no longer a pandemic. It's officially over today, the day of the eclipse, the day where eclipse closes things, right? Closes doors, closes chapters, brings endings. Also, which other I heard businesses are going to be shutting as well, big businesses. which one did I read recently? So we know Bed Bath and Beyond in the States is gone bankrupt. There was another one that I read just before I came on, a big company too that is going bust too. Just we're going to be seeing a lot of that happening. So what we're going to start realizing is that money has no value. The way where we're heading, money will have no value because we will have no need for it. I remembered something else that I forgot to tell you before, and it was we talked about money, and I forgot again because see, like the energies, everything, I'm just all over the place. Let me see what you guys are saying. Because what was it that I wanted? That was important. Something else that I wanted to share with you. I talked about the businesses. It'll come back to me. Lunch black in the air, and then it's very electric. Some sources have been talking about June for months now. Yeah, June. I'm telling you, the portal's opening now, but June is where we're going to actually start seeing things shifting and moving. International NGOs, especially the NGOs that weren't really there, like when they were set up, they weren't really there to serve mankind and to serve the collective. No, they're a lot is going to come out, guys. A lot of, you know what they say? I'm going to use the SHIT floats. There's an expression that says always crap floats. This is exactly what's going to happen now. Everything is going to float. You're going to be seeing all these floaty little turds around. Yep. That. So let's see. What did I miss? Okay. I didn't miss anything. I don't remember what it was, the other thing that I wanted to tell you, but I will get back to it because I think what we should start doing right now is, you guys, unless you've got some questions, I would go straight to readings for each sign. Again, I want to remind you that if you want to book a reading with me, you can head on over to my website, FemmeTarot.com, to book a reading. And if you want beautiful crystals, especially now, because we'll need the crystals a lot, just put a lot of crystals, you guys, around your home, around your space. Hold them, work with them. They will give you some peace, okay, and some balance during all this. So I will start. Give me a second. I need to get myself organized. Okay, so I'm going to pull. I've got 3 different decks here. For each sign, I'm going to pull from whichever one I'm drawn to. If I have a specific message, I will interrupt the readings and will share with you, or if I remembered what it was that I forgot to share with you before. So, all right, let's start with Aries. So the reading here is what? What is this eclipse, today's eclipse, going to bring for you, and what it's meant to teach you? Could also be a message, a clear message, something for someone out there. So if it doesn't resonate with you, always check, make sure that you listen to your rising and your moon as well. But I would prefer generally if you listen to your rising and moon and not so much your sun. Because your sun is about how you interact with other people. It is mainly a reading about you, like you and your interaction and your let's say how your energy blends with other people. But rising and moon will hit deep, right? It will get to it, and I feel it will resonate a lot more. But go ahead and listen to all 3, and let's start. So I'm going to pull this one. What's the message? What should Aries know? What's the message for Aries during this eclipse? And with this portal opening, there you go. Trust there's a divine plan according to spirit, you guys. So how I feel with what I feel with this card is, so a lot of you feel a little bit like you're in the desert. You just feel that you're walking this path, but it's not leading anywhere. It's not like you've got sort of like a destination. It feels to me that you guys feel a little bit lost, but you still keep going. I feel this has to do with some of you. It has to do with, so what's coming through is some of you Aries will have to deal with family issues, specifically with a parent. This is what I'm getting. So mending bridges, or even setting boundaries with a parent. I also feel this is related to relationships, personal relationships, romantic relationships. If you've been feeling that a relationship is just stale, it's just there, it's nothing exciting, it's not going anywhere, it's Groundhog Day, day in, day out, and you feel comfortable in this relationship. What this eclipse is going to show you the way, either the way out or the way to change things within that relationship to make things more of a relationship which is more productive for the two of you. Okay. But regarding parents, some of you have to deal with Aries, with parents that are sick. Others are less sick. Others are heavily sick. This is what I'm getting. That didn't make sense. That was poor English, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I'm just what I'm getting through is it's very connected to the dad energy, if that helps, Aries. So the focus is going to be very much about mending bridges, reconnecting with your father. Also healing past trauma, healing yourself from past behaviors that you received from a parent or even a spouse or partner too. Let's see. I'm going to go through them, but I don't want to spend too much time on each sign because that's going to take too long. I got a message through while I was shuffling. So this must be for an Aries sun, moon, or rising. Something about pearls. Did you have, one of you has your pearls, your grandmother's pearls, and you've been thinking about them, or you recently found them in a box, you had forgotten about them. I just want to say that grandmother is coming through. Your grandmother is coming through. Her name starts with an M. She's coming through and she's just saying thank you. Thank you. Why? Because you took care of a sibling, I'm getting, even though you weren't getting along. And so your grandmother or your mother, whoever gave you this pearl necklace, is very much around you, very connected with you, and saying thank you for doing that, even though it was hard for you. So I don't know if this resonates for someone in the chat or for someone in who watches this in a replay. Aries, one more card for Aries. Oop, thank you. Yeah, Justice card. This is about balance. It also an indication that if you're going through a major court case right now, if you're going through divorce and your spouse hasn't signed the papers yet and is being, a pain in the bum, this eclipse is just speeding things up for you, for them to finally come to a closure right? But it's also about finding inner balance, because you, Aries, you're the first sign of the zodiac. You are a fire sign. You do tend to go 0 to 100 in just a split second, and then you're like confused as to why that happened. So just, moderation is the key, and balance is the key right now, especially when it comes to how you communicate to people who, you might not feel that you've got much patience for them. Um, and as I said, if you have like an open legal case, or if you are thinking of suing someone, or if you're being sued, everything is coming to a close very, very soon. I feel until June that will be done. Let's see. Let's go. Let's continue with Taurus. Let's see what comes through. Because these are collective readings, not all of these mini readings are going to resonate for you, but they will resonate with the person that this message is meant for. Release control, Taurus. Is very hard for Tauruses to do that. It's surrendering to the journey. To me, this is an indication some of you are thinking about moving, or you are in about to start the process of moving, changing home, changing country, changing even work. So big changes are coming. This eclipse is, I feel, is just pushing you towards that direction. You've been thinking, you've been planning, but you haven't been, action oriented until now. With Jupiter entering your sign, Taurus, you will be more action oriented, and you'll see how things will change with a snap of a finger for you, especially if you've made up your mind. It's just, release control. You can't. If you're meant to move, change, fly off to the Antarctic and live there, whatever it is, it's going to happen. So be prepared. Okay. And release control. You can't control everything in your life. You have to relax, Tauruses. You need to take a moment and to take a deep breath, because you've been working hard. And I've got to say this: Jupiter in Taurus, what this means, rising, moon, sun, and rising. Anyone who has the in Taurus, or has Venus in Taurus, or even Jupiter in Taurus, you guys, the whole world will be crumbling around you, but you guys are going to have incredible opportunities landing in your path. You're going to have some unexpected surprises, good surprises coming your way. And that's why I feel that there's going to be a massive change when it comes to your environment, which is huge, because you guys, fixed signs, Tauruses, love homebodies. They love their home. That's not easy to do, but it's something that will this eclipse is forcing you to do from now on. Oh, there you go. 2 cards. The Death card and the Devil. These two popped out for you, Taurus. What does that mean? That means no longer hiding behind privacy, hiding behind your words, hiding from people even. And I don't mean physically hiding as if you're a criminal or anything like that, but I mean just avoiding them, okay? Avoiding situations. This to me, with this Devil here, it's like, also, I'm getting something else for you, Taurus, is something that I forgot to mention before is nutrition right now is very important for all of us to pay attention to what we consume, what we drink, and what we eat. Taurus says you love your food, but I feel a major transformation when it comes to your eating habits. Okay. Because I feel this, and we're all gonna get there. We're all gonna get there. Because as I said, our physical body cannot follow, and we need to give our body the ammunition it needs to follow our spiritual path, this ascension, this higher vibration. Tauruses, it's going to be hard, but you're going to do this. The death, as I said, you're being pushed to make a big change, something that you've been thinking about, you've been considering, but haven't gotten there yet. It's all happening for you from now on until the end of the year. It's going to be a fascinating year, absolutely fascinating year. You will also get a lot of success in what? After you've made this change, whether it's work, home, country, whatever it is, relationship, you will find it incredibly rewarding, and you will find success as well. So that's really positive, dear Tauruses. Geminis are next. See. Oh, this one popped out. Watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Geminis do tend to overthink. Okay, they have a constant ADD switch, even though they are not. They don't have ADD. But what I mean is the mind works that way in those speeds. Okay, that's a Gemini mind. So this eclipse is actually going to slow you down. This is what I'm getting. Some of you as well are recovering. You're either recovering from an accident or recovering from some kind of health challenge that you've been through. So this is just a call for you to just lie back and relax and not overdo it. I feel sometimes you try to do things forcefully just because you have this tendency to overwork and overdo things. That's Geminis, they're very functional, chaotic creatures. And I mean it, and I don't mean it in a bad way, okay? I love Geminis, air signs. But so this is what I'm getting for you guys. So I would say just sit back, relax a little bit. Take the time to heal from a relationship too. I feel some of you Geminis watching this are just going through a breakup, or you're just going through some big change in your love life. It could even mean that you've just moved in with someone, like literally just moved in with someone. Don't overthink, don't stress, don't try to overplan. Just sit back a little bit and allow for things to happen for you. Let's see. I hope you don't mind the sound of the cards when I shuffle, or my bracelets. I don't mind the sound. I like when people wear bracelets and they make this sound. Okay, Geminis, where are you? Ooh, okay, I dropped 3 cards, but I saw which one it was. Yes, Geminis. So the Magician for you. I love that. But the Magician, you know what it is? You're manifesting. You're manifesting right now. You are manifesting what you manifested last year. So 6-7 months ago, something that you've been working on and manifesting on is going to materialize for you. It's going to happen. It's going to appear, which is why Spirit is saying, just relax, sit back. Don't be so, you just need to give yourself some time and some space, and make some space from other people too, and allow for this to happen. I'm also getting, someone is like there. I do feel there is a Gemini out there who's written a book, who has had some bad luck when it comes to talking to publisher and getting someone to publish their book. But I see that your book is not going to be published, but it is going to be made into some kind of movie or docuseries. This message could be for you. It's just come through. Okay, Gemini. So it's just this eclipse has just pushed things forward a little bit for you. And again, it's about, that's a great example for this Gemini who's written a book and has been getting rejections here and there. The eclipse it's just showing you that, hey, maybe that's the wrong way you're going about it. You're not meant to publish a book. You're meant to create a movie or a docuseries or a documentary of it. That's the format that you're going to share that knowledge. You can share what you've written, what you've created with the world. So this is, it's a great example actually for all of you, what this means, this eclipse means. Again, it can be painful. Rejection can be painful. It is horrible. It's bad for your ego. But what that means is it's not, you're not the problem. You're not being rejected because you're a bad author or because your book is bad. It's because the universe has different plans for you. Cancer, what's the, let me see the chat. All right. Okay. So back to this. Now we have Cancers. Let's see for Cancers. Whoop. This one wanted to come out, but jump out, but it didn't. Went back in. Let's see. Cancers, please. Very jumpy. Even my cards, it's probably they're feeling my energy though, because the cards are very, very jumpy today. That's also me. Why I am today. All right, nothing is coming. Okay. We do have, just like Aries, trust there's a divine plan. I feel that all of you signs are pretty much going to get the same cards, because this is what the universe is saying. The universe is saying, the source is saying, lay back a little bit, relax and allow, wait for it, wait and see, wait for it. Now is not the time for action, you guys. That goes for Cancers too. This is not time for action. It's time for you to stay on your course. I'm talking about Cancers. Stay on your course and you're very intuitive. You're water signs. So, read the room, read the energies around you. No need to do, to react in any way and any spontaneous reactions. This is what I'm trying to say. This for you, Cancers, this eclipse, I feel it's very emotional for you. So it brings forward a lot of things. Some of you feel very lonely as well. You feel like you need companionship, a partner in your life, or more friends, or to socialize, go out more, just switch things up when it comes to your social life. So but on the other hand, I'm just feeling that you're in hermit mode, or that you've been in hermit mode for a while now, Cancers. So, but stay the course, Cancers, because things will change drastically. I'm just going to pull a card here just to see what else comes through. I keep dropping my cards. Yeah. So very emotional for you, but actually summer is going to end up fulfilling some of your desires, right? So this eclipse is opening up some doors for you when it comes to sort of filling up that void, that emotional void, or the void of companionship, etc. Some of you are meeting very soon. You're going to meet a soulmate. Some of you, by this time next year, are going to be married, Cancers. So I like that for you. I absolutely like that for you. I also had this one, the Three of Pentacles. This is about some of you Cancers as well. I feel that you're investing some money to help your family. So it could be that you're building a home for parents, or you're building a home, you're buying a home for a child, or for yourself. I just feel very much that a lot of your resources and money is going to go into the family. Okay, that you're going to start building and just offering your family security. This is what I feel. And someone, and speaking of homes cancers, someone I feel that someone is I'm going to say this. So someone signed a, today they just bought a new one of you out there is a Cancer and just bought a new house. What I've got to say is that I don't know, why do I want to say, but I mean a nice house where you're going to name it Villa Rosie or something like that after your daughter or a niece or someone who's no longer with us. So I feel that today is the day where you finally got to buy this house. And even though you can't offer it to your daughter, but I do feel that you will name it after her, and you might even turn it into an Airbnb or bed and breakfast or something like that. This just came through. This just came through. So then we've got Leos. Let's see. Let's see what I get for Leos. There you go. You guys, didn't I tell you that I feel that we're going to get the same cards over and over again? And you saw me. I shuffled. You heard me. If you didn't see me, you heard me shuffling. Surrendering your journey, release control. This goes for Leos too. This was for Tauruses. You guys, this is a clear message to all of us, to all the signs, to all of us. This is the time to step back, not worry, not try to change our future, not try to change anything. Surrender to our journey as we are ascending, as we're entering, as the new earth is now emerging, and we're moving that direction and that way. We all have to, we're all going through it. We will all just, we need to not resist and go with it, you know? And for Leos too, I see changes here. I see some Leos, some of you are going to, I feel, quit your job, you know, and Leos are very much very proud sign, very proud of their work and their careers, very career oriented. But I just see a big change, a big transition and change, quitting your job without even having another, like, you know, a plan B, just letting go. Some of you Leos, I feel that you're also, I also feel that it's more about letting go of a certain aspirational dream that you've had for a long time, and that, like, you've been in the rat race trying so hard to get to that point, but just the universe is saying, spirit is saying, just let it go. It's not that it's not gonna happen, but that's not where we're all heading. Okay. Especially if it's, I want a big, you know, I want a promotion, I want a massive bonus, I want to buy this. That is irrelevant now. Absolutely irrelevant. That's why we keep getting the same cards over and over. It's crazy. Yeah. The wheel. The big change is coming for Leos. Absolutely massive. Something that it's just bubbling and bubbling. And it's just, also, mind you, don't be today, especially tomorrow, just keep calm, Leos, because I feel your energy. You're tense and you can be aggressive. Just chill. Okay. Just take a moment and breathe. These changes are not bad for you. As much as you love control, you have to let go of control. This is all happening. Some of you Leos as well, I feel that you're about to withdraw money from the stock market, or you're about to cash in like Bitcoins or something like that. I feel that it's more has to do with you know, money and material goods around you, I feel that you want to change, you want to get rid of right now. So I do see that now is a good time, actually, if you want to withdraw, or you want to cash in. And now's the good time before it all goes to hell with banks in the stock market. So, wow. Let's go to Virgos. I will timestamp these for the replay crew. If mods, you guys can just like take a note of the time so I can add the timestamps. Thank you. Oop, that one wanted to come out, but it didn't. Did you see that? So, Virgos, please. If we get the same card, you guys, you know what that means. This one wanted to come out, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, so Virgos. I feel you Virgos have been feeling a lot lately, and also because Virgos tend to worry about health and become hypochondriacs, I feel your focus and your attention is very much on your health, and will be. Some of you will have to go through some kind of surgery or procedure very, very soon, and you have a bad feeling about it. That's what I feel. This is regardless of this card, what I'm picking up right now. So don't worry about your health. Virgos, you can relax. You know, it's just, I know it is. You're hypochondriac. You're the hypochondriacs of the zodiac. But everything will be fine, especially if it's not elective during the Mercury retrograde. But here is what this this portal that's opening today is bringing you. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Some of you guys are going to take on, I feel that you're going to be connecting more with spirituality, reading more books, doing yoga, taking Reiki classes, Qigong, whatever it is. I just feel that you feel very drawn to your spiritual side, to your higher self, and you want to connect more to the universe. And some of you are going to be going to retreats, spiritual retreats, yoga, meditation, etc. But you are also going through, you're very intuitive, so you know that this is the beginning of a new journey. Some of you Virgos are expecting a baby, I'm feeling. Okay, so any Virgos that are sort of, you know, towards the end of their pregnancy, so end of the third trimester, I want to say that your babies are going to be born a bit earlier. They're in a hurry to come in, and so many babies and boys are going to be born from now. Like, they have started coming in, but the summer's going to be busy. Okay, maternity wards are going to be busy this summer. A lot of babies are going to be preemies, premature, or born a little bit earlier. They're in a hurry to come in and help us with this ascension, right? So you've been feeling it. Don't no, Spirit said I shouldn't. I was going to say something, but I'm not, because I was said not to. I will share it with you, but not now, they said. And I'm not going to, okay. Page of Swords. So here I feel this has to do with a sibling. Some of you are focused, or you're preoccupied or worried about a younger sibling. This is what I'm getting. This eclipse, I feel, is going to bring turbulence, misunderstandings, issues with a sibling. So just be aware of that. I also feel that you'll be taking on more of a parental role when it comes to siblings, or more of a guardian role as well. Focus very much on siblings and kids for Virgos from now on. This is what this portal is opening up for you. There is where the focus is going to lie. Let's see. All right, I'm reading the chat. I saw a question. I'll get back to you in a minute. Libras are next. Let's see. Libras, please. Our dear sweet Libras. I dropped that one too. Okay. Well, that is so typical. I was going to say this is so typical of Libra. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. That is such a Libra card. 100%. So for you Libras, it is about the carnal pleasures. I feel that there's a fire that is lighting up inside of you right now, and it's more sexual, more erotic, more love. This is what this portal is opening up for you. Love, love is touching, romance. Love is your love language. And this is what makes you feel most connected, most balanced. And that's not easy for Libras. So this eclipse is actually going to make you more sexual, more romantic, more erotic. And this is how you'll be able to really realign your energy points and really bring that frequency, that vibration up to a frequency that matches this ascension that we're going through. And you're going to be doing it through that. So I feel you guys are going to you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. Libras also love to be around people, connect with people, meeting new people. This is what this eclipse is bringing. It's opening that door for you. It also means, and I just got that some of you Libras will have to close doors and say goodbye to friendships, people, relationships that have been a burden to you for a long time. And I feel that guilt is what prevented you from leaving. But it seems that you guys, you're very much just like Tauruses are very tactile. They like to touch and feel and smell. Libras too, but Libras don't like to touch and feel. They're not tactile, but they've got this, they censor their sensory points. When you touch a Libra, something awakens inside them. It's your energy. When you touch, you're exchanging energies. You don't have to kiss someone, sleep with someone to exchange energies. You can exchange energy just by touching. Elbow touching. Oh, that one. Ha! That is Knight of Cups. That's another Libra, typical Libra card. There you go. You guys are going to use your charm and your flirtation. Basically, that's how you guys heal, and that's how you will help others heal. Through love, through your charm. I feel some of you Libras are you're going into a phase of reading. Like you read more books now. You have more thirst for knowledge, and you will start sharing that knowledge with the people around you as well with that Knight of Cups. So that is so interesting for you guys. So this is a time for you to really be in touch with your sensual side. Use that really helps, you can use sex to unblock chakras too, because sex, what does it do? It helps that energy flow more freely. There's that exchange of energy. That's why always be careful who you sleep with, because then you really connected with that energy. So one night stands, be careful, but do as you please, as long as you're responsible. But just it feels to me that this is going to really help you find a balance and realign yourself through flirt, through as I said, sex and romance and relationships. Actually, I feel this eclipse, Libras, is going to open up just something exciting for you. Something really exciting for you. I really feel that you're going to feel like yourself after a very, very, very long time. Ooh. Next is Scorpio. Dear Scorpios. I'm on you. Let's see. Ooh. See, I keep dropping my cards. It's crazy. I spend most of the time bending over getting the cards. Grounding Scorpios. Okay. Thought so. So it says here, go deep, explore your roots. How I read it and what is coming through, you've got to get in, go deep, and remove the weeds, like weed off the roots of those weeds. If that makes sense. Like you've got to do a deep cleaning, a deep purging like no other. And this is what you're doing right now. It's grounding yourself, disassociating from your emotions, and that's hard for Scorpios, especially Scorpio moons, and just really getting to the bare bones of things. This is what spring, as I said, it's like a birth. First comes pain and discomfort, and then comes bliss and joy and a new life. So this is what's happening with you. Everything that you're feeling, this is it. It's just tearing it's just ripping those weeds out that are really just taking up room, taking up space, taking up your energy, and not really serving you in any way. So this is what's going on with you. Hermetic mode, I feel too. A lot of you have gone into hermit mode, isolating yourselves, trying to, because right now you're also very sensitive to external energies and other people's energies. So you're in hermit mode mostly it's protection mode, basically. Scorpios. So someone came through for Scorpio. I heard the name John. I heard the name John loud and clear. I feel John was a Scorpio, and he is addressing another Scorpio out there and saying something about he's showing me a mountain, and he's showing me that mountain is quite significant, actually. I feel for whoever he's addressing, whoever he's trying to connect with. I'm just seeing a mountain. So I feel that John and this other Scorpio, they used to mountain climb together, very adventurous. And there is a message that's coming through saying, I'm being shown like a red rucksack. Oh, there was an accident. So John was in an accident. The red rucksack was his. And oh my God. Okay, so this Scorpio. So John was in a relationship. There was an accident when he was mountaineering, and he passed. And the Scorpio, who used to be his buddy, or like, they would go mountaineering, mountain climbing, mountain climbing together, is now with his girlfriend or partner. And he's just giving thumbs up. I don't know why did John come through? That's really random, but very no, it was random but very specific too. So if you're watching, John's friend, he's just saying that, get rid of the guilt because John approves. I mean, he's not here anymore. So he'd rather that his partner is with someone that he trusts and know that he will treat her well than someone else. So is anyone in the chat? Is that for anyone in the chat or is that? Okay, hold on, you guys. What is going on in the chat? Okay, let's see. So Davinia is asking, I have gypsy background. I don't have gypsy background at all. Let's see. Thank you, Gabby. Okay, you guys, let me just put a lid on that. Okay, I feel there is a misunderstanding in the chat between that question that Davinia asked me. No, guys, it's all fine. I'm not offended. Gabby, let it go. Davinia, let it go. It's all good. We're all here together. We're a family. We don't need to, and right now it is eclipse. So you guys, everyone is tense and we are miscommunicating. So just drop the subject because there's no point in us being tense right now and, helping this this energy build up. Hello. Oh, you guys, better late than sorry. Hi, short stack. So, right. So I'll continue. Where was I? I was in Scorpio with Scorpio, and let's go to Sagittarius. Oh, those Sages. Let's see. Let's see. I'm curious again, which, if we get another of those cards. Nope, almost. I like to give the cards a little bit of time to lead me. There you go. Lead me to the way, or just for jumper cards to come through. So I had two come in for you guys, for you, dear Sagittarius. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. It seems to me that Jupiter in Taurus is actually going to be very, very good and helpful and positive for Sagittariuses. I also feel that what is up here, again, look at the food. I keep getting this food. I don't know why. Are you guys in the food industry, connected to food, food and beverage? So I feel some of you Sagittariuses, because we will have some disruptions and issues with food and the food chain and supply this, and some of you Sagittarius are in that. So in that field, in that industry, it will be something that you will have to, it's almost, it seems to me like you will have to like replan, change some things. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. Here you go for you. I also feel for Sagittarius what this eclipse means for you. It's like, again, this is such a typical Sagittarius, because look at this. There is we have a compass and a map, and we have a fox, and Sagittarius are the free spirits of the sun, of the zodiac. They love to travel. They like adventure. They're very adventurous. They like to explore. And this is exactly what this eclipse is bringing for Sagittarius. It's all about bringing you to a point where you're not going to wonder anymore like you did, like wonder here and there. And I feel that you're coming to a point where you're going to feel like you need to settle somewhere. You need to, to plant your roots, to to finally come to terms that you can't live a nomadic life for much longer, that you need to build your own tribe. This is what I'm getting. So, meaning some of you who have been avoiding to get married, or you have been postponing having kids, or postponing moving in, or sort of solidifying a relationship, you're finally going to be doing this after this eclipse. Those relationships or those friendships that don't serve you or are overbearing or burdening you are going to be out the door straight away. But I do feel that you guys want to finally sort of settle down, plant your roots and kind of slow down a little bit, because you guys have been overdoing it lately a lot. But I also feel that there is success. I feel there is success coming your way. Or when I mean success, I mean recognition in something that you've been working on. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, absolutely. With the Strength card, that's exactly what I feel. So major transformations for you guys, but yours is more personal. It's more inwards. It's more about connecting more with your feelings and your wants and your desires and being honest about that. Although you're super honest to Sagittarius, is because you're super blunt, no filter, but you're not always honest when it comes to yourself. Sometimes you sugarcoat things, sometimes you put filters on things because it's just convenient for yourself. But this eclipse is just saying, you be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. What is going on internally? What can you do to help yourself? No more sweeping things under the rug for Sagittarius. So that's interesting what that's bringing. Let me see what else I can pick up. So I also feel that Sagittarius is, so some Sagittarius have experienced some kind of loss lately. So loss of job, loss of relationship, maybe even someone who's just, passed, who you were close to. There's a lot of that, but you guys Sagittarius tend to overcome these things like Scorpios. It's just like, once you decide that, I've mourned for this relationship, I've mourned for this person, whatever, then you just like really move on straight away. Like, you don't look back. Doesn't mean that you're cold. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you have you have a great capacity of not allowing for things to hold you back for too long. Okay. But now things are changing. Things are changing. You are feeling that you need to have more of a tribe around you, more your own community, your own people, because of these changes that you subconsciously are or consciously feeling are happening around you. Let's go to Capricorn. Almost there. I feel lightheaded, you guys, but I've been getting these on and off for a few weeks now, where I'm feeling super fine, and then suddenly I feel lightheaded. It's energetic. I know it is. So Capricorns. Watching clouds. I think we got this for Cancers. Was it for Cancers? I don't remember. Geminis. Lie back, rest, and relax. Another Capricorns do not know how to relax. We know that. Because you're always worrying. You're always looking into the future and worrying, and you're trying to control, like you're control freaks a little bit. But this applies to you guys, that this eclipse is gonna force you to slow down. It's gonna force you to just stop being so pedantic and so controlling, not with other people, but with your life, and just allow for things to happen. Because what we're all going to start realizing is that long-term planning is no longer going to work, because things are changing so fast and so fast, and in such a way that long-term planning and it's going to be impossible because this is another thing that we have to learn is live in the moment. Live in the moment. I just remember what it was that I forgot to tell you before, but I'll tell you once I'm done with Aquarius and Pisces because I don't want to stop this momentum. But for you guys, Capricorns too, you will be forced to slow down one way or another. Work-wise, everything. Okay. I just feel that there's an energy that is just saying slow down. This eclipse, it feels a little bit like quicksand. Like, you stepped in, but you're slowly kind of like, sinking. You're trying to move and you can't. This is how it feels. And the universe is like, yeah, that's the only way we can hold you back for now. Because there's so many other things and we need to stop you planning so much and getting so frustrated and blocking yourself from opportunities that we're sending you to help you because you're so focused and so stressed with your plans with the future. Stop. And let's see here. I should play music while I do this. Like really light background music, I think. What do you guys think? That'd be nice. Ooh, 2 cards for Capricorn. Capricorns, yeah, not only slow down, actually slowing down and everything that's happening right now, which feels to you like I feel like you feel annoyed because you can't do what it and get to the point that you want to get to. But actually, when you start relaxing and you accept this is showing you, hey, look around you. Look around you. Smell the roses. Smell the nature. Look at the colors. Appreciate your surroundings. Enjoy. It's just asking you to stop and smell the roses, basically, and enjoy what's happening around you. Oh my God, what's going on? 3 of Cups. And enjoy your time with the people that you love. It's time for you to be more people-oriented and not so goal-oriented, dear Capricorn. And this is something that you've been feeling and you've been seeing, and it's happening all around you. So it's just relax for a second. Let us help you. This is what I'm getting that's coming through. Relax and let us help you because we're here to help you, Capricorns. Help you also understand and embrace and accept your softer side too. Softer side doesn't mean weakness. It just means just like everyone else, you just have sensitivities and emotions and feelings towards certain things more than others. Doesn't make you weak. So this is a hard lesson, tough lesson that you're learning right now. It's accepting what is happening around you, accepting that you can't control everything. Neither can you control people as well and what they say. And just be more your true self and not the person that you want to show and to show to the world, right? Because it's very much, Capricorn is very much about status and how you appear and looks. I don't mean like looks as in beauty, but I mean looks how things appear, right? So, and this is irrelevant. It won't matter anymore. It won't matter for you. So you have to learn now. You have to learn to switch your mindset. Let's get to Aquarius. Aquarians. What's up with you or with us? Let's see what comes through for Aquarius. I'm hitting my microphone. there we go. Begin now, take your first step. Oh, that makes so much sense to me. And it will make to you when I say this. Guys, Pluto's entered Aquarius. We said this before. We're all dreading a little bit how this is going to affect us, depending, of course, on our placements and transits on our chart. But it is the age of Aquarius. Aquarians are leading the way. Aquarians are leading the way into this new earth, into this ascension. And they're just saying to us, start. Let's go. Here it is. This is our time to shine. Aquariuses have been through a lot the last few decades. Ask any Aquarian, sun, moon, and rising, especially sun and rising, not so much moon. And this was it. We just went through all that. So finally now at the age of Aquarius, with Pluto and Aquarius, with the new earth, it's time for us to shine and lead the way. So make all these changes now. You've been, Aquarians are not, we're fixed sign, very stubborn. It takes time for us to make a decision, to follow through, etc. But now's the time. Anything that needs to be changed, you've been meaning to change, do it. Do it now. The universe will help you. Okay, you've got a huge spiritual support team around you, including the collective. More and more Aquarians are going to come out. They're going to come out in public. We're going to see achievements that help the collective. Let's say in the pharmaceutical industries, medical or pharmaceutical sort of breakthroughs from Aquarians, scientific breakthroughs. All of these things are going to start happening now. We're going to start seeing and feeling that. And so this is a clear message to Aquarians. Let's go. Let's go. Now's the time. No rest for the wicked, right? We're not wicked, but that's what the expression says. Yeah, there you go. The Fool card for anyone who reads tarot. Fool card. This is the new beginning. We start. We go in without overthinking, without there is no strategy here. This is it. This is it. I've got goosebumps. Not because I'm an Aquarius, but because this validates everything that I've been saying and feeling for so long. And it's not just Aquarians, but Aquarians, this is our time. But this is what is going on out in the world, out in our world, in our collective world, on Earth, in this cosmic world that we've created. That is, I'm just I'm dumbfounded, really, because I cannot explain how much this is a clear message right now. So and it's not just Aquarians, everyone needs to lead the way. But Aquarians right now, we're ruled by Uranus. So Uranus is all about, Uranus is a very tough planet. He's the daddy-o. He's daddy. And daddy is like, okay, I'm ready now. I'm going to remove my slippers. I'm going to get off, lazy boy. And I've got to take action. This is what's going on. This is what this portal, this eclipse is opening, is kickstarting for Aquarians. Last but not least, and then I'll get to you, chat, and then I'll tell you what I want to tell you before that I couldn't remember. Let's go to Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, the mystics of the zodiac, the old souls of the zodiac. There you go. Here it is. Follow traveler support is all around you. I really feel that Pisces, you're feeling this eclipse a lot. Okay. You feel very lost. You're going through major changes in your life and in your relationships, work, everything right now. And its support is all around you. So the eclipse, what the eclipse is opening up for you, this portal is opening up for you, is basically it's bringing in new people or people from your past that are here to stay, and they're here to help you. They are here to teach you. This is what's happening right now. We laugh. We always laugh when we say, when it's retrograde season, beware, your ex will appear. It's true. I just said that to my friend yesterday. I said, because she was asking me about Mercury retrograde. And I said, I have Mercury retrograde is going to bring a next again in your life, or you might have news about like an old friend or something like that, and surprise, surprise, or not surprise, today she called me and she's like, oh my god, after we spoke yesterday, my ex called me. I was like, there you go. So, but anyone that comes in right now, even if they're from your past, even if it's an ex, they are here. You've got a karmic connection, and they are here right now to help and support you. There's a reason why they've just popped into your life. So remember that next time you get a text, dear Pisces, from an ex or an ex-friend or an ex-boss or an ex-colleague, doesn't matter. They're here to stay. Everyone, we're all coming together with our own tribe as things are changing. We're finding our tribes now. This is what's happening. That's why we're purging. We're saying goodbye and closing doors to people that up to now, yeah, we had fun times, we had a good time, good friends, good colleagues, whatever. But now it's time to bring in our tribe. So we're calling each other. This is what's happening. So there's a big shuffle right now. Big shuffle. Collective shuffle. So Pisces, I feel you're going to be the first zodiac to actually really start connecting with your new tribe. Right there you go, your new tribe. Three of Pentacles. There's nothing else I can say, Pisces. Just be alert, meaning everyone right now, from now on, who enters your life, even if it's just like a random stranger that you meet in the grocery store because I don't know, because you dropped your bag and they helped you pick the stuff up, whatever it may be, that is your tribe. That's a connection. That person is going to stay in your life one way or another. They're your people. That applies for all of us. But this is specifically for Pisces right now. We're all going to be getting that. We're all going to be attracting and finding our tribe. It's happening. We have a year, guys. It's a year, because next time next year, I said it, big, massive changes are good. The world won't look and won't be the same way as it is now. So, wow. Absolutely wow. Okay, guys, I need to drink some water. Okay, I'm following up to, okay, Shaylee, yep, this is horrible. I'm not a deal. I probably missed something. Let's see what you guys are saying. So my rising is Cancer, and Moon Aquarius. No, I'm always hungry. Oh, St. James, hi. I've been bragging all week about you. Oh, you got, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have to do a reading. So on Sunday, Giorgio won't be coming on. He can't. He's got something else to do. It's just this Sunday, right? So I'm thinking of doing the show on my own. So you guys, if you have suggestions of what you want me to read and talk about, please send me a DM. Post it down below or write it in a comment, whatever you prefer, and then we'll do it. It's dead on all. Yeah, I don't remember. You know me, I don't remember my readings. Hold on, I have to drink some water. Right. So Are there any other questions? Uh, so, okay, someone, Annabelle, what is the collective we working on to get where? Okay, I was just explaining, you probably came in late, but I talked about it extensively at the beginning of this video, which is about the collective ascension to the next dimension, to the new earth. So the energy is shifting. We are connecting more to our spiritual selves, our higher self, to the source. And now everything that's going on around us, we're starting to see it and feel it. And things are crumbling. Things that have been built out of greed, darkness, hatred, all of the anything that is the shadow and works in the darkness is now crumbling. Okay, but I would recommend you head on over back, rewatch the video from the beginning, and it will make a lot more sense to you what we're talking about. The Kevin Costner, I thought about the Kevin Costner thing. It's good time for Charles to have his coronation. No, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. I said I've got a bad feeling, like mission, about it happening tomorrow, because also, we've got Scorpio opposing Taurus, and then we've got Jupiter right around the corner, and Mars, everything affecting heads of states, kings, etc. So it does not look good for me, basically. Was that Louis and Teresa would stay in the love bubble until big lawsuit. Now I remember. You're right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, you're right. See, I don't remember. I need you guys to remind me my readings and predictions, because I forget them. Louis would cause her financial troubles. Yes. I still believe it. I still see it happening. Yeah, so right now, last but not least, before we go, because this is a long live, this has been very long and it's been quite exhausting for me too. I wanted to say something that I forgot at the beginning when I was talking about the new earth and the ascension, etc. Let me ask you guys in the chat, have you been feeling that time is off, is glitchy? So this is something that I myself freaked out, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, because I started feeling it more and more. I'm losing sense of time. I feel that there are like time gaps, that time, and I've said this, keep saying this, that time is not linear anyways, especially on the other side. There is no sense of time. Time is basically a layered rainbow cake. It's not linear as we think. Read onto a great read if you guys are more factual and you like to read and you like to really digest information and facts. I would recommend you to read quantum physics, especially the shoestring theory. You will understand a lot about the concept of time, the concept of space and universe and energy and how it works and how we are connected. Okay, it's highly recommended. If you want, I can recommend you some books. I'll post them on Instagram or in the community tab. So you will start feeling that a lot more. So it's going to become more intense, where, for instance, yesterday I like to watch a lot of times. There are certain podcasts I listen in the car when I'm driving, and there are other podcasts that I watch on YouTube because I like to watch them. Yesterday, I was watching a specific podcast. I can share which one. Jeff Lewis. I love Jeff Lewis. Okay, I was watching Jeff Lewis, and I felt, although I was paying attention to the show, I felt that a long time had gone by. Like that, I felt like, why isn't, like, Jeff Lewis's radio show is about an hour. Okay, let's say 50 minutes. When you watch it on YouTube or you listen to it because you don't have the ads. But it felt to me like I was watching it for 2, 3, like a long time. And I looked at the time. I looked at the clock on my computer, and I had been watching for 15 minutes. But it felt to me that something felt off. That's like the most recent example I can give you. But I've been feeling these glitches, gaps in the timeline. And I'm sure all of you will start feeling it more and more, because time will not be relevant very soon either. So iconic. It's been too long. How are you? I missed you. Thanks for dropping by. It's been so long. When will the others start meeting the tribe? It's starting already. It's starting. For some, it's going to take longer. For others, it's going to be faster. It's happening already. And I'm telling you, take today's date, the 5th of May, 2023, also in numerology, 555. Why is it 555? Vortex. 5 to me is the number of chaos, but when I mean chaos, I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it like in a vortex way. 555, 5th of May, 2023, it adds up to 5. So it's not 2020, 5523, it adds up to 555. I need to bring a numerologist on, and I will, because numerology is fascinating. I do know a little bit, but I'm not an expert. So I need to bring an expert in. Emily says, invite Kempire. Kempire's on holiday. He's here in Europe. I don't know if he's been sharing his location. I can't share, but I don't want to, he's busy. I've given him my whole itinerary of things to do. So I wish, you never know. He might want to pop in and maybe share, a little bit about his trip. May 10th, North Node, Sun, Mercury, and Rising, Gemini. Oh, wait. Taurus. Okay, North Node of Gemini. Oh, Gemini. I have North Node of Gemini too. Venus and Jupiter in Cancer, conservative career and relocating. Whatever it is, incognito, it is here for your own good. Don't worry. Don't put out that energy. Manifestation, we keep saying, you manifest when you put out positive energy, when you actually believe what it is you're manifesting, when you live it, when you breathe it, when you connect to this oneness, right? That's when you start manifesting. But the same applies for negative stuff. You can still manifest bad things because you are putting that energy out in the universe, and it's a ripple effect. It's like a magnet. It comes back to you. So don't worry, because whatever it is that happens to you from now on, it's meant to happen, and it's for good. It's for your own good. Oh, guys, before I go on, please don't forget to like this video, because a lot of people, many of you watch the videos, but you forget to press the thumbs up, or you forget to subscribe if you're new here. But a thumbs up is really useful and helpful, and it actually shows me that you guys really like the content that I put out. On the day before, and felt like it was just like 15 minutes was an hour. And when you enjoy a show, because I find the Chums and Jeff Lewis incredibly funny. I love his show. It's the opposite. You're like, it's done already? That was fast. So sometimes then slower. You're going to be picking it up a lot more. I'm just mentioning it so you're aware of it. Don't freak out. There's nothing wrong with you. You are perfectly sane and fine. It is what's happening collectively. Oh, you do? Interesting. You know what? I will bring a numerologist on. We'll do a live, and you can ask her. I have someone in mind because I have spoken to her, but she was writing a book, because I wanted to bring her on a couple of months ago, and she was finishing up her book, and she said, I'll be available end of April. So there you go. It's May. So I'll reach out to her again, and I will bring her on. So good. You're in the manifesting phase now. By the way, I repeat, do not put any spells today. No spell work, no moon magic work, no cleansing or supercharging your crystals and taking them out to the full moon eclipse. Do not. It's the reverse effect. The eclipse is basically the shadow side of a full moon. So do not do any of that right now. Do not even manifest today. Just forget about today. Just survive the day. I mean, emotionally. Okay. To sign any lease, don't sign any leases yet. Decisions will be made after Mercury retrograde, the 21st, after the 21st. Okay, because right now you've all felt it, right? We're not thinking straight. We have a hard time sort of like expressing ourselves. It's crazy. So just don't. It will come to you. The right decision and the right time will come to you. You're very welcome. So, hello, Annabelle. Right. So, LP's in the house. It's okay. Yeah, you are a bit super late because I was just about to end the live, to have part of the replay crew. Yeah, you definitely should, because there are a lot of interesting things here that will help you from here on. From here on. See, Mercury retrograde. Blah, blah, blah. I can't string a sentence. I'm also getting tired as well. Starting into psycho jerk today, my heart. Yeah, but this is the eclipse, right? It's just showing you and unveiling you something that either you didn't want to see or was hidden. It's just come out. Leave this out. I was just going to use a bad word, but leave the jerk. You know, you don't need, you have, first of all, you have us femmies. Okay, you have a beautiful community here. So anything you need, you've got love and support here. But at the same time, you don't need anyone to dampen your dampen your mood, to disrespect you, to treat you in any way that you do not deserve. So, but again, you should be happy that this came up now, because you can do something about it. Yeah, the triple numbers are synchronicity. So it's the universe talking to you. It is your guides talking to you and just giving you signs that we're around, especially if you've been praying or you've been asking for signs. That's when you will feel and see them a lot more. Yes, so if you go back to my channel and you go back to older videos, I've talked about synchronicities. I've talked a lot about a lot of spiritual topics. But yeah, so iconic. I will set that up with the numerologist as soon as possible. I hope she can make it soon. Perfect. Right, you guys, I could stay here all day or all night. I'm in Europe, so it's 11:15 p.m. over here, and it's quite late for Gabby and Isa, who are in Europe as well, Sweden and France, respectively. So I could stay here and talk to you all night and have a marathon and just ask questions. But don't forget, I'll be back on Sunday. It will be just me. Any other topics that you want for us to cover on Sunday? Sunday is usually the more pop culture, reality TV, the light Sunday show. But of course, if you guys want to talk about tarot, spirituality, astrology, anything like that, of course we will. So you guys, I love you lots. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the love. We got this. We'll get through this. Hey, we're here, right? We're still here. We're all here together. We're surviving this eclipse. We'll survive it. Not only, we are the ones who are meant to survive as we are transitioning to the new earth. So we're special. Don't forget that. We're damn special. That's why we're still here. Lots of love, everyone. Take care of you. Bye.